autonomous vehicles and transport. I mean, is that fundamental to where we're all going here?
Fundamental is a big word. I suspect, from what I've seen, and I've certainly looked at a few autonomous vehicles projects, for mass autonomous vehicles, the biggest barrier is going to be us. The thought of getting in a car that you're not in control of is a bit spooky.
Or standing in front of a car somebody else is not in control.
Well, that's just as bad now probably, but kicking out time. But for sure, I think there's going to be I think we'll solve the thing technically. There are some good examples of where things are solved. And if you look at aerospace again, the hands-on time for a pilot is pretty minimal now in terms of flying an aircraft. We'll be there for we're there if we're not there already. And I think for delivering things out of hours, goods deliveries and all those sorts of things, I can start to see that happening reasonably quickly. But for us to just jump in a box and it to fly along, I just think we're not kind of ready for that as human beings just yet. Maybe wrong. I just kind of what I feel.
Final thing before I open up to the floor is skills. We hear a lot about skill shortages, but not having the right skills. What are the skills? What's your vision for the skills of the future that are going to be needed to deliver this data-enabled, this data-driven technology infrastructure of the future?
So this is kind of, I mentioned earlier, this is actually our biggest challenge, and it's no different to skills on a site or in a design or a contractor. We've proved we can do this stuff. We've seen we can do this stuff. You guys are doing it already. We can all do one or two, but we've got to do them all. We've got to do 100 billion a year in the UK, and we just haven't got the bodies. And as we start to look at the types of people we want, for sure we want all the existing skills that we've got around architects and engineers and tradesmen. And we need to plug in some digital skills into them, which is actually quite easy because they're growing up with them now anyway. But the real innovation and the Bentley need, if you like, and the real innovation around getting insights into this data are computer scientists. And we could employ pretty much every computer scientist to come out of university every year. But so could banking, and so could manufacturing, and so could everyone else. So in effect, we're starting as an industry to fish out of the same pool as everyone else. And that's going to have an impact on cost, on availability, and all those sorts of things. And only time will tell how we flush that through. If the cost starts to go up, I suspect adoption might be a bit of a challenge, and we might slow down until we get some more capacity. But our ability to grow the industry domestically, but more importantly internationally, where we will get genuine growth to the GDP of the country. We just need more bodies. We have to train more and better bodies.
Certainly, I know that's an area of big discussion. Bentley's got its year in infrastructure in November, and certainly it's an area that I know is going to be discussed a lot. You're going to be back there talking about that whole issue as well in November. So, thanks, Mark. It's a quick bit of a romp through where we are now, where we want to be, and where we really, really want to be in the future.